Hey doing folks, Tim out of 22outstandingpoker.com. I have part 4 of my series on 1-2 no limit, moving up from the micro stakes and things that you want to be aware of as you start to face tougher opponents and continuing with, you playing weak recreational fish players at all levels. So, it's not really going to change how you adjust and exploit them, but as you move up, you do want to be aware of how you need to combat other competent players. So, going to dive right in here. And it's continuing off last time. Standard disclaimer, watch the first 3 videos of this series first so you get a read. Bottom left, I've picked up Ace King. Obviously, pretty standard raise. First thing to take note of is this guy's stack size. I have 40 hands on him. He's playing 28.5. He's an uber fish. He's not going to fold, so I probably could have even raised it to 10. I definitely want to juice the pot when to pretty much the maximum the maximum that I think he's gonna call with, that I can get away with him calling, because my ace king just dominates his entire range that he's calling with. So he's gonna be calling with a ton of other aces, a ton of other kings. He's pretty much calling with anything. I don't expect this type of player to ever fold when he limps. So I probably could have raised it $10. Even 12. So now he open pushes for 2 times a pot here, and it's generally, I wouldn't call here with ace king. He could have. I've seen guys do this with hands like pocket nines, or sometimes he'll have a random queen. I think he has a piece of it. I don't think he is drawing very often or doing this with complete air. So I think this is a pretty easy fold. We see that he's somewhat passive. He's not like an uber maniac fish. He's just like a loose passive fish. So um, I'm pretty happy to just fold here without thinking much about it. I think top right here I had ace 8 and I just took it down with a standard C bet. I don't this I played the session a long time ago, so I don't remember exactly any of the individual hands or what I did. So I always enjoy going back and uh, analyzing past him and seeing if he was making the right moves or not, in my present opinion. So it looks like, I'll pause it here. I remember I was playing 6 tables, I believe, and had 2 off screen, and I would bring one in when an interesting hand came up. So it looks like I moved in this table in the bottom left here, and I decided to go ahead and, okay, so I raised. It looks like I raised on the button unopened. I got 3 bet by King Stay the King to 16. I would have min raised to 4, so he raised to 16. Perhaps I might have raised to 5, but I can't remember what I was doing in this video. 5 is in 2.5 times the big blind when I opened on the button. So he 3 bet me, and I decided to go ahead and 4 bet here as bluff, because I think this type of player, I look at his stats, he's 1914. That tells me he's very nitty type tag, and he's not going to be able to uh, he's not going to be 3 betting me light and with the intention of 5 betting me all in light. You'll see a good regular competent of building ranges like where they're 5 betting quite light as well, because they expect you to 4 bet bluff them a lot. But I just don't think this is the type of player that has a wide 5 betting range where he's throwing in either like mid pocket pairs or suited aces to just push all in with. And that's because that's how you would combat a heavy 4 bet bluffer where they 4 bet fold quite a bit. Um, but I just don't think that my read on this guy, and this is a very elementary read, because I've never played with the guy before, and I don't remember the session. I'm just basically looking at his stats here from this session. I have 182 hands with him. I know he's multi-tabler, so I think his preflop stats have convert, at least his VPIP and preflop raise and 3 bet. The first two, VPIP and preflop raises, converge quite a bit. His 3 bet is probably pretty close, so and that 10.3% is pretty high. So I think he's 3 betting a lot. He knows that I'm opening quite a bit on the button. You see, I'm at 89% right now. So he's gonna be trying to 3 bet bluff me quite a bit. So I just think that his level is he's gonna 3 bet bluff me for opening a lot, but he's not gonna have planned ahead for getting 4 bet quite a bit. Um, so I think this is a good spot to 4 bet. Primarily, I like to really do it when I have blockers